Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. This is Tade Bonaparte in the house with Mr. Jonathan Williams and Mr. David Anderson, both CCM full-time brokers, actually ready to take this thing by storm, guys. So, we're going to touch in on, basically our products that we market towards our clients, and we're going to get into what the benefits are for each product. So, this is the Options Utility YouTube page, guys. For those of you that's watching, again, we have the specialists on hand, Mr. Jonathan Williams and Mr. David Anderson. And we're going to start off with Mr. John Williams in reference to the home automation kit that's actually being released for the CCM brokers. John, could you just briefly explain about the home automation, what benefits it has for the customer, and just basically go into detail and your information of what you know? And that way these people out there can understand in detail.
Absolutely. The thing with home automation is the most advanced system that is actually going to be out there. And it's called iControl Energy. And what it's going to do, it's the smart thermostat. It actually helps you to not only take control of everything that you want to do. If you're away from your house, you can actually monitor the actual temperature and actually change it to where if you know that you're not home or if you're not using it, you can actually raise it up a couple degrees and it'll actually tell you to do so. And that'll actually help you save the actual consumption of electricity that actually is flowing in to power your AC. Now, on another aspect, you have the smart plugs, which you can actually plug those in on anything that is actually hooked up to your wall. You can actually plug in the smart meter and it'll actually give you all control of every single appliance that is actually plugged into that. And at the same time, it actually, a lot of people think, well, I have a system that actually helps you go to sleep, like my game system. Well, this will actually help you do that. Plus, it'll stop the consumption coming into your home as well, saving the unused electricity. And which is a very powerful thing that this home automation actually does for you, which no other system out there is capable of doing. All the other systems out there just show you how to actually take control of your home. Ours shows you how to take control and reduce your usage. Also at the same time, you're going to be seeing that electric bill go down a little bit every month, and which is the point. And so with this one, it's set in mind, it's going to launch in all 50 states, which means every business out there, every home out there is able to actually receive this. And another good thing with this, since it's so advanced, it's also the best price out there compared to the other competitors out there. You have the systems running from $500 to $1,500 just for the actual system itself. Our hardware is only $399 and then $995 a month, compared to the other the actual companies out there with the home automation. They're charging $40 to $80 just a month for the actual smart app. Ours, you can do it all, and it's going to update you on more products as they come out. Because right now we just have the basics, but it's also going to come out with we also have the water detection, which you can actually install that anywhere in the house, and it'll actually detect any type of leaks that come into your home, and it'll actually send you a message letting you know before you have to spend hundreds or even thousands on a repair for having a flooded basement. And this will actually tell you and actually send you a message before it even happens, so you can save all that money. So that's just another way of saving money. Also, in the future, it's going to have window sensors, door sensors, to where, hey, if you actually have a daughter and she's trying to sneak out, it's going to send a message to your phone saying, hey, your window in your bedroom, in one of your bedrooms, is actually opening up. So now you know. And we'll also, on everything that you want to ever control and you ever thought possible or you never even thought possible, this will help you control it all. And it's for the best price out there. It helps you with the consumption and all. And it's going to explode. Everybody's going to have a smart house or a smart business. And that's what the beautiful thing is. And there's going to be even more stuff coming out. And we will actually mention that later on. But for now, this is what it's going to be, and it's going to be everywhere. And it's going to be a beautiful thing.
Wow, talk about vision. So from my understanding, Options Utility, we also deal with the supply portion of the invoices in deregulated areas. And I'm sure Mr. Dave Anderson would not mind actually touching on that part of it. And Dave, from your experience, how long have you been doing electricity itself?
I've actually been in the commodities with electricity and gas for about 4 years now.
Wow, 4 years. So, what kind of a benefit will the client itself, per se, have basically using our services to help them reduce the cost? What would we actually need to help them, and how would we actually save customers money based on your knowledge of deregulation?
Well, the simplest thing that we need from them is their bill. And you got to remember that we're just simply giving them a free rate analysis to make sure they're not being overcharged. You know, I'd say probably 70 to 80% of people are being overcharged. So our job from there is to explain the deregulation laws in their state, because people buy their energy unconsciously without knowing that they have options of actually getting their energy cheaper and taking more control over the cost of their energy. So we typically let them know that there are programs available, but the most important thing that we let them know is we work for them. We work for the client. Our job is to submit their information and then have these suppliers basically bid for the best rates available. That's why we call it options utility. Therefore, in about 48 hours, we can get back to our clients, give them the perspective of what we have come up with, what ideas or what programs are available for them, and actually give them the choice. In actuality, reducing their energy costs.
Right. So for the people that's out there in YouTube land, deregulation is basically a law giving customers a choice.
Yes, and it's surprising it's only 3% actually of Americans actually are aware of this, and you know, there's only more states to open, so it's going to be wide open. It's going to be very exciting when some of these other states get on board and realize that they should give people these options.
Wow. So based on your combined experience, John, you say how many years you was involved in electricity?
Since 2004, 10 years.
That's about 10 years. So between David Anderson and John, we're sitting on 15 years of experience. That's what I should say. That's fair enough?
Fair enough, yes.
Okay, so what other benefits would the customer have besides the home automation and the electric and natural gas? Is there any other products that we can actually, you know, let them know that we can actually help them with?
Actually, yes, we do the telecom, and I think John can probably expound a little bit more on the telecom. I'm sure he's more well educated in that, but...
Yeah, the telecom is actually all the wires, the phone line itself, whether it's an internet line or phone line, any type of communication to where you can actually get out and market their businesses, or whether they got any type of like the utility lines coming in, they actually have one massive bill for that. It's called the telecom bill, and it's for the communications part. And with major corporations, they're spending, they could be able to actually, same thing with like electricity, natural gas, there are different actual supply companies, so to say, that can actually come in and maybe actually give you a little bit discounted price per line, overall actually saving them money on their entire bill. And that's the idea we can actually bring in, and actually this is something that's been going on for a long time before electricity and natural gas even developed. The telecom is actually one of the first to really go deregulated. So that's been going on for a long time, but a lot of people got focused on electricity and natural gas, so they kind of forgot about telecom. But now you can actually have access to all 4 fields. So with the telecom, that's in all 50 states, so you can look at any business and actually see that if they just walk into the company same way you would do with any other products that you have. I don't know if we can help you out or not, but if you send me a copy of your recent telecom bill, we can actually send it into our CAP department to where they'll actually do an analysis for you and with the telegrations, and they'll actually see if you are being overcharged and actually get back to you within 48 hours. If you are, they'll let you know. At that point, the customer can take it obviously if they can see that it's enough savings for them, which I'm sure it would be, and compared to what they originally paid. And at the time, they're informing them. They can either take it, if not, it's up to them. But this is something that they have a choice on. And that's just another, we have the whole realm of it. And telecom, that's another just major beast that we have. And it's going to take off as well. just on giving the information to these people. That's all we have to do. They're going to make the educated decision in the long run, and they're going to benefit. And we're here to help everybody at the same time. They're going to help other people as well and benefit the same exact way we are. That's
Wow.
the idea.
Well, that's awesome, guys. You know, we're hearing from two top educated guys in this industry. For those of you in YouTube land, we have Mr. John Williams, Mr. David Anderson. Stay tuned for the next video. We just covered up a bunch of information, guys, you know, so take notes on this. John, do you have an email you want to shoot out to the public?
Yeah, we actually have Jonathan Williams, JONATHANWILLIAMS.energy@gmail.com.
Okay, is that all the information?
You can also have a couple different websites to actually check out the home automation as well. You have iControlEnergy.com/John, JOHN 1987. And you can also, if you want to actually check out to see how you can do this as well, you can go to utilityderegulationinfo.com, and you can see a lot more from there as well. utilityderegulationinfo.com. Yes.
Okay, great. Make sure you guys write that down. And Mr. David Anderson, is there any information you want to leave the public?
Well, I could just leave my information as well. It's DaveAndyAnderson2014@gmail.com. Please email me with your interest. I'd be more than happy to spend time with you to educate you on this as well. That's what we do.
Wow, so thank you again for your time, guys. We're going to do some role playing here in a moment, but you have to stay tuned for the next video for that. And again, my name is Tade Bonaparte, CCM Options Utility, and we see you all at the top.